Welcome Capricorn. This is your reading for August 2025. So let's jump right in and see what you may expect for the next 2 weeks of August. Okay, Capricorn. Okay, so the card comes up as scared. So what is it? It's some things may come up that it may be unexpected. And we're going to see why it is not going to be scary and why this shows up in your cards. Or did you scare somebody? We'll see why that comes up. Okay, so the card that comes up is bottled emotion. So this is talking about being afraid to speak your piece, so to speak, or keeping something quiet because you don't want to rock the boat is why that scared card comes up. We'll see why that comes up for you for August. You know, you may not be the person who wants to stir the pot, so to speak, and we'll see why this is showing up for you. Yes, okay, so it looks like there's going to be a lot of conversation, a lot of discussion in regards to, I get the feeling it's like, it feels like discussion about maybe collaborating on, it could be something like you're building or you're buying, or there's some big, I want to say, I keep on saying real estate, but anyway, it feels like there is going to be a discussion, a collaboration, and it can be work related. It can be that you're working with a team and you're collaborating on these projects and you are not speaking up about your ideas, okay, and you're keeping them quiet. Okay, and we'll see if that is the best thing for you to be doing right now. Again, it can also be, again, if it's real estate and you're doing renovations, it could be that, you know, maybe you're not talking about it. And we'll see why this is coming up. Okay, so the card comes up Judge. Very interesting too, because it's, again, what the energy is coming up with the cards is not speaking your truth or holding back. Okay, so we'll see if that's the wise thing for you to be doing right now. Sometimes it is good to not, you know, to sit back and watch what other people are doing. And sometimes it's good to open and verbalize what needs to be done. Oh, yeah. Wow. So this is talking about, again, if you get in the position where you're like hiding and you're not talking and you're hiding your head in the sand, okay, because you're afraid people are going to judge you. Okay. So I'm really definitely getting this energy with these cards. It's really talking about you're not saying something, you're afraid to say your piece, and it feels like there's other people around, so there's a lot of other opinions, and we'll see why. Wow. It also feels like your opinion may be different from what other people think. Okay, so this is, again, just like you feel like it would be a battle if you brought this up. Okay, this is what I'm getting. Really bluntly, okay. They're all really telling me this. Okay, let me just see what it is though. Wow. Okay, definitely the decision card comes up too. So this is, without a doubt, there is a collaboration that's going to be coming up and decisions are going to have to be made. Okay, so this card is talking about, okay, so the decision is going to be made, okay, because this is moving on. So this is saying that, you know, the decision was made and things move forward. We'll see why that's. Okay, so the card that comes up, the decision has to be, it's a monetary decision. This is business, okay? So whatever goes on with the decisions, there's a financial reason involved in it, okay? And that is going to be helping to make the decision, okay? So you may be scared to talk about it, but I think if you talk numbers, that will really help on making the decision. Again, if it's a decision of how you're talking about, like with a group of people and doing an investment in real estate or something, the final decision comes down to the numbers, okay? It's not even emotional, it's this, okay? And that's what you need to pay attention to, the bottom line. And that decision is going to tell you whether you're going to move forward or not, okay? It's telling you that you know the answers to what works for you and what doesn't. And again, it feels financial. So this, it can be in all aspects. It can be in, you know, if you're doing an investment or anything like that. The bottom line is the numbers right here, okay? And that is going to help you make the decision whether you move forward or not. I'm not going to tell you, you know the answer. What it's telling me is you just don't stick your head, you know, in the sand. You have to kind of battle this out and balance the numbers is what the cards are telling me, okay? So pay attention to that. Again, if it is in regards to, you know, a relationship or something and you've been battling and you've been scared to talk about it, again, it comes down to, you know, the decision is, again, balancing the numbers, balancing your feelings, you know, besides just like monetary numbers, there is decisions, you know, the numbers, the pluses and the minuses comes up, okay? But the decision will be made within these 2 weeks, okay? And it's very adamant about that. The answer will be done. So if you're worried like when it's going to happen by the end of the month, the answers are there, okay? So I hope that makes sense to you. I want to hear how it makes sense to you, so please comment. But I want to also pull one of these ocean cards, okay? And these are new, and they have little sayings, so maybe this will help open the door for you on some of the things that just showed up. Okay, let me pull one of your cards. Trident. Remember that true strength comes from within. Well, that makes perfect sense with everything that's on your reading. So there's the card. You can go ahead and screenshot this, but I'm going to do the tabletop so you can really contemplate and see how this works for you. So I hope this makes sense. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you make the right decision. Let me know. Have a great August.